Okay, hello everyone. Let's get started. So in the previous video, we discussed what are the knuckles, network access control lists, why we need them, what are the features, and so on. So if you haven't seen that video, that's a good time to do that. The link should pop up now on the top right corner. And today, finally, we'll start talking about one of the core services of AWS. We'll talk about EC2, Elastic Compute Cloud. So basically, this service allows us to create virtual machines or EC2 instances, as it's called. First, what you should remember that EC2 is region specific. So if you create an EC2 in a Frankfurt region, like I have now, so it will work only in Frankfurt. Yeah, so you are not able to transfer it to North Virginia region, for example. Right? So to access EC2 service, either it's in your recently visited services, like for myself, or under services, under compute, you will see the first one, EC2. Okay. And here on the left side, under instances, you will see the instances link, yeah, from which you can access your existing instances and also create a new one. Also here under resources, you have everything which is related to EC2 as such, like number of instances and so on. Okay, let's go to instances and launch instances on the right corner, right? So first, what we should select is an image, yeah? Meaning which operating system it will contain, which pre-installed software it will have, and so on, right? Okay. Um, so here we have also a search option because we have a lot of images, right? As you can see. Okay, let's use Debian. So Debian, the latest version. Here you can see free tier eligible. So if you recently registered your account, you are eligible for free tier. So if you haven't watched my video related to this, you can do that now. The link should pop up now. Okay, so Debian number 10. Which version? 64-bit, x86 architecture. Okay, select next and next. Yeah, here we should select the virtual machine which it will run on, meaning how many CPUs it will have, how many memory in gigabytes, storage, and so on, right? So, and of course, the more resources you have under your virtual machine, the more you should pay. And in case of Linux, you pay for each second. So the minimal billing interval is 1 second, right? Okay, so for demonstration purposes, we will take the smallest virtual machine available, T2.nano. Yeah, it has only one CPU and 512 megs, right? Okay, next. So here we have a lot of options. So first we should select VPC in which it will run. We can either choose the existing one or create a new. Let's use the one we have. So subnet, which subnet we want. So meaning which subnets we have and in which we want to create. Or it's up to AWS to choose. Let's select one of the public subnets, 1C. Okay. Use subnet settings. Right. Auto assign. Enable. Okay. yeah, auto-assign public IP address. So if you don't do that, you will not be able to connect to your EC2 from the outside world. Yeah? Using SSH, for example. Placement group, capacity reservation, we haven't talked about that yet. So domain AM role, so we don't need it. Shutdown stop, okay. That's what we skip for now. Okay. Network interface. So any EC2 instance we create should have at least one network interface, Ethernet 0. So it will always be, yeah, for any EC2 instance you create, there will be a network interface called Ethernet 0. Depending on your needs, you can also add some other network interfaces, but at least one will always exist. Okay. Next, add storage. Okay. So for now, let's keep it as it is, 8 gigs. Yeah. So here we have some options for volume types. We'll discuss that a bit later in the one of the next videos. For now, let's keep general purpose second version. Yeah. So others will be more expensive. Yeah, so here you can also select whether we are going to encrypt or not. Yeah, and if we want, we should select an encryption key. For now, let's keep it unencrypt. Tags if we want, and security groups. Yeah? So it's up to us which security group to use. And also we can either create a new security group or choose an existing one. Yeah? Let's create a new one. And as you see, it offers us to add a SSH related rule, so we can connect to our EC2 instance. Yeah. Otherwise, we'll not be able to do that. Okay. So about security groups, if you don't remember what is that, a link to a corresponding video will pop up now. So have a look, review and launch. Okay. T2 Nano, launch. Okay. And here we need a key pair to be able to SSH to our EC2 instance. Yeah, so we don't have any passwords, only SSH keys. Create a new. Let's create a new one. Key pair name. Okay. EC2 test key. Download. Okay, and please pay attention that later you will not be able to access this key pair. So if you lose them, you will lose access to your EC2 instance, right? Okay, launch instance. New instances. Okay, and here you can see our T-Nano. It's pending, yeah, meaning so it's launches right now, but we have already public IP address available. Okay, and let's test how we can connect to it. Okay, we should have a terminal. Yeah. I'm using Kitty, so address, and to provide an SSH key under SSH authorization. Here we can choose our SSH key. Okay, download. Okay, and what you see, so the Putty uses PPK, but we have PAM, yeah, meaning that we should convert PAM to PPK, right? Uh, so for what? For that, we need an application called PuttyGen. Okay, load all files. Okay, so we imported, right? And now we should save. Yeah. So another level of security, we can also protect our key with the password, meaning that if someone even gets this private key, it will not be able to use it without knowing a passphrase. Yeah. So I strongly recommend you to use this option, but for simplicity, I will not use it. Okay. EC2 key save. Okay. Let's go back. And here we have our key available. And okay, let's check whether our instance is running. Okay, public IP address, everything should be fine. Open. Yeah, so for the first time we connect to our EC2 instance, we'll be asked whether we accept this key. Yes, and login as. So login depends on the operating system you use. Yeah, for Debian it should be admin. And voila, we are here. Yeah, so meaning that we have successfully created an EC2 instance and also got a SSH key, correctly transform it from PEM format to PPK, and successfully logged in. Okay, for now let's close it. And one final thing, if you don't want to be billed for this to your instance, so while it's running you are paying for each second it runs. Yeah, you should stop it. Yeah, when instance is stopped you don't pay for it. Yeah, the drawback of this is that next time you start your instance, your public IP address will be completely different. What to do, we'll talk in the next time, but for now, as we don't want to be billed for that, yeah, let's stop it. Yeah, instance, we select the instance we would like to stop, instance state, and stop. Yeah, so it will be stopped now, and meaning that for that time while it's stopped we don't pay anything. Yeah, for the time it was successfully launched we paid something. If you are using free tier, that doesn't applicable for you because T2 Nano is covered by AWS free tier. Yeah? So don't worry. If you don't have free tier available, like myself, I stop this instance, so I'm not built for that. Okay? So that would be all for today. Next time we'll start looking what we have in our EC2 instance, what we could install in addition. So it would be easier for us to navigate, to do something. That's what we'll look into next time. But that's all for today. Thanks to all for watching. If you still have some questions, doubts, you don't understand something, please write in comments. Also, if you haven't subscribed to this channel, that's the right time to do that so you don't miss any videos. Okay, but that's all for today. Thanks to all for watching and see you next time. Bye bye.